first type, very easy. There's only one of these. I can have one. Hemorrhagic. Why are you anemic? What are you doing? You're bleeding. Now, if you had a big cut, you're not going to get this because you'll very quickly go and close the cut. But what if you're hemorrhaging slowly and you don't notice it? Suppose you're a female, okay? And you have a gynecological problem where your uterine lining is breaking down, it's building up too high, and it's, when you go to menstruate, you're losing not 50 milliliters of blood, but 80. And you'll say to your friends, boy, I had a bad month, I had a heavy bleed. But if you keep doing that, you're going to become what? Slightly anemic, you're losing more blood. But more likely, you know when you're going to lose blood and not know it? Bleeding. Someone said it. Internal? Ulcers. You have a stomach ulcer, which is a hole that starts to get deeper, and it gets so deep that the acid burns through the blood vessels, and you're bleeding. Now, you don't know it because the blood gets mixed with your food and goes through your intestines, just like what? Blood from a steak, right? But you would know it if you're bleeding by doing a test for what's called occult blood. O-C-C-U-L-T. You know what occult means? It means hidden. And what you do is you take it, send you home, and you put a little teeny amount of feces on a glass slide and nail it back to the lab. And we've got a one-step test that will detect what? Blood in the feces. Now, you got to be careful, because maybe the person has hemorrhoids. That's going to screw up the test, isn't it? Because the blood, a hemorrhoid is just a bleeding vein by the rectum. But usually, we can pick that up. There are other ways to go in and check, scope it and see if there's any bleeding. But a lot of people who come in who've never been anemic, particularly in men, and all of a sudden they're tired, they're weak, you check their hemoglobin is low, their red cell count is low, and the first thing that goes off in your head, maybe this person has an internal bleed. Okay? Second type of anemia. Nutritional. First type. Number one in women. Iron deficiency. I would say if any woman here becomes anemic, I'm going to guess right off the bat, the probability is iron deficiency. Because here's the problem. When you lose blood in each menstrual cycle, when you're losing the blood, you're losing in it the hemoglobin has, as part of the structure, iron. And normally, when you break down red cells in the screen, you recycle the iron. You send it back to the bone marrow to keep making new red blood cells. But what if you're what? Having heavy bleeds, you're losing a lot of what? Iron? What do you have to do? You have to eat every day food with iron. How much iron do you need compared to men? Twice as much.
You can take supplements, right?
Now, you can take supplements. The problem with some people, a lot of people, don't take too much because it's constipating. You can take a little, right? Or you can eat foods, what? Iron. But you can take a vitamin pill that has a little excess iron. But, the old saying is more is always not good. In fact, very often more is bad. So you want to take that. Okay. So what else do we have? We can have, in order to make red blood cells, you need, and this is not a major problem, it could be folic acid. That's a type of B vitamin. You know why you're not folic acid deficient? You eat junk food. And God knows what they put in junk food. There's plenty of folic acid. Now the big ones. Are you ready? You're going to like this. Right? cannot make your blood cells without adequate amounts of which vitamin? B12. And if you don't make B12, your body doesn't get enough B12, you have an anemia called pernicious anemia. What does pernicious mean? Anyone know? You will now learn it. It means dangerous. Dangerous. So what are you going to think? How would you treat pernicious anemia in this country? What would you give the patient? What would you do? Give the patient B12. And it doesn't work. The patient's getting sicker. Now, in some parts of the world, there may truly be a B12 deficiency. I'm going to tell you, the odds of you being deficient is real. This is why you get pernicious anemia. Even